Welcome back to the channel. Right, we've had a bit of a move round, as you can see behind me in the man cave. The XR2 is in pole position, ready to go to the show. She's now show ready, pretty much, apart from putting my sandwiches and my suitcase in there. We'll be at the NEC with the XR Owners Club, with the Dan Ferrari Ford team, myself and car wife, on the stand in Hall 5. Come and see us, come and say hello, see the car in the flesh. We've got some flyers you can have. We'll give you one of them. You can have it as a souvenir. What do you think of that? Speaking of souvenirs, we gave a cup away last week to one of our subscribers. We didn't get the 100 hits or the 100 comments that we wanted, so we randomly selected one of our early subscribers and awarded with them the cup. And they very kindly sent us this thank you video here.
The first cup of tea in the right-handed mug, or you can go left-handed. Brilliant. Cheers, my friend. I'm going to love it. I'm going to get a biscuit as well. It's a bit early, but I'm going to have a biscuit. See you later, mate. Bye. So
I'm glad you're happy with that cup, Simon. I hope you enjoy it and have many, many lovely cups of tea with it. Right, back what we're up to today. As promised, anti-roll bar bushes. We're back on the Ferrari. We need to do the anti-roll bar bushes. So I haven't ordered the parts yet. I'm going to get the old ones out so we can measure them, double, triple check them, so we're not having to muck about twice. They tend to come next day anyway. So first job, up in the air, wheels off. That's the wheels off. And look what that reveals. An absolute work of art. I'm sorry, but look at these. Absolutely beautiful. I could hang that on the wall. It's gorgeous, isn't it? It's just gorgeous. Right, onto the bushes. Here we are again in the happy place. Lay down under the car. But, you know, at least we lay underneath some epic brakes. Let's not forget them epic brakes. Anti-roll bar, here we go. So it's here, if you can see it. This is the driver's side of it, and then it goes up into, actually runs through this, through the middle of this, comes all the way through the chassis and out at the end there, along, and it just attaches to this drop link here. If you can feel that now, there is a little bit of play in it. It's only a little bit, but when you're driving it, it's a lot. A little bit now, a lot when you're driving it. So I'll show you what we have to do. I'm hoping to be able to do this without taking the under tray off, which I think will be possible. So this is the end of the anti-roll bar. You can feel the bushes are in here. just here. So we have to take this drop link off the end, which has been there a while by the looks of it. So fingers crossed that's okay. Then if we mark this, so we're putting it back in exactly the right place, we can undo this bad boy here, pop the end off, then we should be able to push the bar out the other side. Hopefully it'll come out. We may have to put a jack stand underneath there to lift this bottom arm to push it up so we can pull it out. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spray some WD-40, because WD-40 is our friend, onto all these points here. And then I'm going to go and have a cup of tea and come back and pop the anti-roll bar. Look at those brakes. Okie dokie, we have loosened off this drop link now, so that's ready to go. We've left it in for now, and then we've done the other side, and then there's this bad boy. So we marked it with some Tip-X or paint or nondescript white paint, so we know exactly where it's going back to, and it's got an Allen key in it. Now I believe they were quite tight, but that bolt there is the Arnold Schwarzenegger of bolts, because look what it's done to my thing. It snapped my tool. That bolt is rock hard. Ain't no messing with that bolt. That's like the craze of the Ferrari bolts. Well, I know I've made some tools in the past, but I can't remake that. So we're going to have to go shopping now and buy a hideously good one of these. Right, I'll see you in a bit. We popped in after work. The new tool has arrived. Hopefully this one will last a bit longer than the old tool. We've lubed it up. Lube is your friend. Lube me up, buttercup. She's lubed. Lubed her up a couple of times while we're waiting for this to come. And then I just want to know if it cracks off. We've gone big guns with the strong arm, but I want to know if it's going to crack off, because if I snap another one, it takes a day for it to come. I want to get stuck into this job. It feels slightly. Just better not give this now. Are you ready? I'm just going to go for it. One more. No, I was right. It don't feel right. Yeah, that's pulling the... I'm going to end up drilling this out. I know I am. It's going to end up as a nightmare. There's a little bit of play in that. At 8mm. Let's do some size investigation. Bugger. Thought it's never just a quick job, is it? Can't just pop in and whip it off. Back to the drawing board. See if we can get another size. Back in the room with a new tool. Now, we tried it before and it felt like this didn't quite fit. And we gave it a good pull and I could feel it kind of almost like it was stripping the thread. Well, that's what it felt like. But I watched the video back and I can see. I'll show you there, look. You see how it moved the screw a little bit. It wasn't stripping it, it actually moved. So, gonna get back underneath, give it some welly. Fingers crossed it actually works, because I could do without cutting that bolt off. Look, my head fits perfectly in this aero here. Made to measure. It still doesn't feel 100% like it's gonna grab to me, this. Come on, please. It's only 3 bolts, this job, and this is one of them. Oh, nightmare. I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to hold it up this time. Ready? There, it's gone. Yeah, it's stripped. Stripped. Game over. Let's get the cutter out. So it's been a couple of days since we started the job. I'll show you the mess on the floor in a minute and have a look. You know you're absolutely shoulders deep into a job when it looks like that. We had to stop for a couple of days because we had to go to work and earn some dosh. But now we're back in the man cave in our happy place. Bought a new arm, new to us anyway, because the old one, we had to drill the bolt out. So we bought a new bolt as well, correct bolt. So that's fine, all that'll be replaced, no problems there, brilliant. Little bit more expense than we thought we was going to get, but it's just by the by, isn't it? Also, our new bushes have arrived, and in order to knock it out, because it is a little bit tight, we bought a new tool. In the end of the anti-roll bar is a little hole, so we can put that in the hole. I didn't have a thing long enough to tap it out, so we can use that to just tap it out nice and gently. Rather than roughing it, we've ordered one of them, and it's a nice bit of kit, that, isn't it? Solid gold, that. Right, I'm going to finish drilling it out, give it a tap, and then I'll come back to you. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. You're only one broken bolt away from being sat on the floor wondering about life and how you ended up here. You're only one broken bolt away from an absolute nightmare. Donald Trump will know about that, aren't you? You're only one. 3 bolts, 1 went wrong, now we've got a nightmare. Sound familiar? Anyway, now I'm probably going to get slated for this, but it's just seized, so there's nothing I can do. I'm going to have to cut it off. People say, oh, you can't cut a Ferrari. You can't cut. It's just a piece of aluminium. I'll tell you what I have learned, though. Aluminium is rock hard. Metal, you can bend it. You can bend it, you can manipulate it, get it to do what you want to do. Aluminium, solid, absolutely solid. Harder than Rocky in Rambo. It is. When they were chasing Rocky in that scene, they should have just sent a piece of aluminium in. He'd have nailed Rocky, no problem. I've been sat on this floor now for about 6 hours. Right, so when you go to the dentist, he drills your teeth, doesn't he? He drills the bad bit out and he puts good bit in. Right, if it's good enough for you as a person, it's good enough for a Ferrari, isn't it? So I'm going to cut the old piece off and we'll put all new pieces on and you'll never know. Here we go. Final wheel captain, double glasses. Precision. This is not quite long enough, this grinder now. If that was a piece of metal, I'd be able to bend it and manipulate it, but because it's aluminium, it's just rock hard. If I try and split that now, it just won't split. That's what's giving me a bit of a nightmare, to be honest. Yes! Come on, baby. Now it's off. Woo! Now I'll just have to cut the rest of it off and hopefully we can save the anti-roll bar and replace this piece. And if you are wondering how they do it at the specialist, it's probably very similar, but they've got a nice ramp to do it on. And because they haven't got a magic wand, have they? Because they're only human at the end of the day, they're not magicians. Okay, let's crack on. As long as I don't touch the chassis, we're golden. Well, this has been a tough one. State of me, swarf, aluminium dust, broken me. 3 days I've been at this. Unbelievable, unbelievable. I can't get in anywhere to even just cut the thing off completely because it's in such an awkward position. Let me show you. Well, that's what we've managed to create. That's what's known in the world of mechanics. A right 2 and 8, son. You made a right 2 and 8. So we've cut the arm off. There's the splines, and this goes right into here. This is what we're trying to replace. This bush here, yeah. And then we've cut this section out. Now, if that was metal, I could have just that'd have just give now, but because it's aluminium and it's holding there, it's just in the slightest bit. It's solid, and I'm pretty sure with the heat of drilling, it's fused it together. So this is what we're up against. We've cut this bad boy off. As you can see by the new one, this bolt broke, so we drilled it out. When we drilled it out, we still can't get it to push out. If you look there, the splines go nearly all the way through. They go beyond where this pinch is. So we've cut this section out now, hoping we could free that off. There's nothing holding that there. Something's keeping it there. Don't know what. Rock hard. We're going to have to come up with another plan, I think. Well, at least we've got another one. It is the same. Right, I'm going to give up for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Welcome to the next day. It's currently 12:30. I came in here at 7:30 this morning because I couldn't sleep because it was just irritating me. And I've been here cutting, drilling, everything to get this thing, animal. Right, and it's out. I've finally done it. There it is. It's so difficult to get to. I know it looks like a mess, but that piece is gone now. The car's perfect. I haven't touched the cars. No damage to the car whatsoever. That's gone. We've had to sacrifice the anti-roll bar, unfortunately, to cut through that. It's cut through the anti-roll bar as well because it was just welded together. We haven't even took the anti-roll bar out of the car yet. Let me show you. This is what it all started with. This bolt stripping. That was the beginning of a nightmare. There it is. That's the anti-roll bar. There's the bush exposed now, so we can get that out. First job, tidy up. Get rid of all these little bits. I've got splinters in my fingers. I've burnt my finger. All right, I'm going to tidy up, put all my tools back and start again. As suspected, not as easy as just pulling it out. Catching on the wishbone, the bottom arm, whatever you want to call it. We tried to jack this up, but it's still not quite there. So I think the simplest thing to do is we're going to do these two top bolts on the shock and spring, pull that away. Then we can hopefully push this up a little bit. That'll give us about 2 or 3 inches of space for it to go up, which is all we need really. Let's give it a go. We've been waiting for so long. We've been waiting for this time to begin. Thankfully they've come out with no problem, so we can pull that away now, and that should just give us the extra inch we need. 3 days later. Hurrah! Here she comes. Woo! Finally. Trauma. She's out. So we started this video with long hair and now we've got short hair. It's out. Woo! Come on. Ooh, that was close. We did damage it a little bit when we was cutting it. But fortunately, we've got a new one on the way. So it's no problem. We'll just wait for that to come. New one of them. New arm on the end. Right. That's done. We need to change the bushes now. So we need to get the bushes out. Swap the bushes. Hopefully, they'll just pop out. We've got the right ones. Let's have a look. That is the anti-roll bar bush. Yeah. It looks very different from the ones that arrived before. But that's basically rubber. We need to pull it out of there somehow. Hopefully we can just bar it out. Come on, baby. Easy now. Easy now. I've had enough fighting today. Oops. Wobbly cam. Come on, baby. There's been enough fighting. Enough Rocky. Let's just pop out, yeah. Pop out for Dan. Yeah, good Ferrari. Please, pretty please. Yay! Wicked! That's what I'm talking about. And just to make me double happy, it is the right one that we've ordered. Yes. So we'll clean all this up and put the new one in. The sun is shining upon us. The bush is out. All right. Oh, 20 years worth of dust blown back in your face. Right, get that nice clean out now. So it's nice and smooth. That's fine. Now, this is some grease from when I polybushed, when we rebuilt the Fiesta. We polybushed it, and this is bush grease basically. For your bushes. So you put it on your bushes and it stops them squeaking. And it also helps you fit them. So like that. There you go. Put that into there. Now, I should have left that hub up really. I've lowered it down now. And what I normally find is a good way of getting your bushes in is to get a socket that's the same size as your bush. And then you can use it to just tap the bush in. But because this is a Ferrari, obviously everything's in the way. So I'm just going to try levering it in instead. With my lever bar. Come on, baby, in you go. No, you want to. That's it. Go in it now. Once it's in, hide off. Not so bad. Look at that. See that? Slid straight in there with all that. And there you go. New pulley bush in place. What a lovely thing that is. Thank goodness that job's done. And we shall repeat on the other side. And this is the side that gave us a world of pain and a nightmare. So same again. Clean her out. Oh my God. I think I might need to don't do that with a really powerful air compressor, by the way, because it's bad for you, spraying out your skin. Fortunately, mine couldn't pull the skin off a rice pudding. It's only a cheap one. I'm not a millionaire, despite what you think. A lot of the tools I've got now, I've just built up over the years. Because I've been pottering in my garage, I'm a serial potterer. Pottering for that many years now, that most of your friends and family, Christmas, birthdays and stuff, they just like buy you things for your garage. So you'll be like, oh, what do you want for Christmas? You're like, oh, can I have a compressor? When you look into it, you think, oh, I'll never be able to have a compressor, me. You know what I mean? It's proper tools, that. And when you look into it, they're like, whatever, get them on a sale or something like that. And don't have to be the best one in the world. Good enough to do the job. Not mega dear. And then some of the more expensive stuff, people kind of club together for, you know. So then after, you know, a few years, I'm only 21, so I've not had many birthdays. You end up with a garage full of stuff. I don't know how I've ended up with so much stuff only being 21. Anyway, do you see that then? Do you see it? Pop in. Do you see? I'll move my torch. See that there? It's just slid in there now. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's it. Oh, lovely. Absolutely perfect. It's about time something went right. Like I say, a 3-bolt job. Supposed to take me an afternoon. Oh, that'd be great, that. Do that in the afternoon. It's got all the stuff I need to be doing on my other car. This was just a quick job because it's been bugging me. But now, we've took some of the protection off this while we've been grinding. So we've cleaned that up. And I'm going to paint that now with some under seal. And it'll be like brand new. But there you go. Bushes in. Hey! Well done me. What do you think of my inflatable light anyway? I can't decide if I like it or not. You can stuff it in places. Nice and tidy. And it's good. And it's got magnets on the back as well. So you can do that. But I don't know if I'm fed up of stuffing it in places. It falls out sometimes. See that? Tidy now, this. Give this a 1 coat today and another coat tomorrow. It's like good as new. Golden. New, re-protected. Sometimes you have to break a few eggs to make an omelette. But I've had enough omelettes for this week, to be honest with you. We'll have no more egg-based food with the Ferrari. There we go. Well, we win 1-0 to Dan Ferrari Ford. Unfortunately, we'll just wait for that to come. So as you can see, there's the damage, look. So as you can see from the video, we have done the anti-roll bar bushes. Let me show you the old bushes. This is what we came to fix. And that's what all the trauma was about. They're worn out. They're worn out. As you know, we've damaged the anti-roll bar. That will come in the post in the next couple of days. So we'll just slide the anti-roll bar back in, put the 3 bolts back in. Job's a good one. Really happy with it. I'm not happy how long it took, but it was a bit of a mare. But it's done now, isn't it? It's done. I don't need to worry about that. I'm not going to need to worry about them in my ownership of this car ever again, because they've been on it for 20 odd years. And I'm sure I'll get another 20 odd years out of it. Now, new bushes were about £45 posted. Fine. That's all I thought I was into. Then we ended up buying a new arm for the end. This one here. That was £80 from a Breakers. Fine. Okay, we thought we were going to... Then we damaged the actual bar. Right. Okay. Looking into that. A brand new Ferrari one is £1,150 plus VAT. Then a used one from the specialist, £630 plus VAT for a bar. Gutted. Thankfully, we managed to get hold of the Breakers that we bought the other part off, and he sorted us out with a new bar for £260. And that's the full thing as well. So we've got the end. Now we've got 2 end pieces. So once we've got it finished, we'll put that old end piece, the spare end piece, back on the old and see if someone will buy it, because we won't need it. Mechanically, pretty good. I'm happy with it underneath now. It's summer. We've got lots of stuff booked for it. So now it's time to get the cameras on it and get out there and have some fun. I've got a track day booked for it. Stay tuned for that one. I don't know if we'll be allowed on with the exhaust. The tubey exhaust's a bit loud, so we've got to go down and get it tested for sound. If it passes, we're allowed on. If it doesn't, either way, we'll spend the day on the track with the. It's a Ferrari day basically, so there's only Ferraris there. You get the idea. That slides in one way, that goes on the end. The new bolt that replaces the one we drilled out that started the palaver in the first place goes in, tightens up with a bit of copper slip on, so we never have that problem again. Or in the future, if anyone wants to do it, whatever. Don't forget, if you like what you see, please like, please subscribe, please tell your friends. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Adios.